Welcome to Surma, a forsaken city that is worse than you think. It was lost to chaos and greed. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. All stories have a beginning. This one starts in the trade region of Pennick, with the king, Thangris Greysky, a man so full of wanderlust that he would roam even as a small child, much to the chagrin of his dread knights. This wanderlust would truly be the downfall of all things for this region, for this area had plenty of trade routes as it found its wealth from general commerce. With these routes came the rumors, and Thangris loved his rumors. Then came one he could not ignore, the call of the Whispering Mask. In a wood, dark as night, a place so vile the forest will bite. At its heart a tower stands tall, made of darkness and ready to fall. At its core a mask does hide. Free this thing, and we all shall die. This whet the young king's appetite for adventure, so he rounded up his dread knights and embarked on his quest, one that would break the minds of many of his subjects. On his first arrival to the muddled wood, the chaos found him and wormed its way into his innermost mind. It was then that the king made his decree that the mask in the tower would be his. Carrying on his ambitions, he forced his citizens into servitude, uprooting and carving away at the forest, grasping like a wild animal at its heart. They reached the tower, disjointed and unnatural, and the first thing he did was tear it down. His people pleaded and cried, but with the madness growing, he did not care. The tower fell, and all would quiver and fear. Their king was gone, and a monster now sits on the throne. His addled mind focused solely on the mask. He couldn't discern the seeds of rebellion until it was too late. The whole castle shook. His subjects were here, looking for retribution. The king lashed out, not with his own voice, but with a new-found darkness. You cowards fear chaos, but indulge in greed. Bear my curse and watch me feed. He lunged at the innocents, tore out their throats, and howled like a beast. Trembling with fear, the townsfolk rallied and fought back, eventually pinning and slaying the mad king. As the moon rose, they locked his corpse away in a tomb so deep it won't see the day. Not a single key was made to enter this domain, but in the end, it didn't matter. Pennick would go on to be destroyed in a war they started. In the end, they were consumed by their own greed. Lost to time, as this horror was, there is now a rumor of a mad king's grave. Way below the earth I sleep, waiting for you to dig so deep. Chasms hide me, I will admit. Try as you may, I will never quit. When I'm freed, your life will scatter. Ashes on the wind, your bones to shatter. One day, a miner would stumble upon a cave. There he'd find an iron so black, if he didn't have a torch, maybe the world would have been safe. He said he followed his heart, and he started a village, one that would thrive until that very wealth would push them to want even more. Their greed sent them digging wildly into earth until rock gave way and chaos surged. This town, you may have guessed, that it fell to chaos and greed. Welcome, oh welcome, to Surma, indeed. Thank you for watching my first lore video on the resurrection of the Mad King. As my following grows, I will continue to create and share my imagination. Until then, stay curious.